Alright, sentry opening here into blink. Gets that sentry first and shoot down one of those Phoenix hallucinations here to get a good scout in the base. Bunny himself is playing a very standard 1-1-1 setup. He's gonna utilize some Widow Mines here in a dropship. And Clem shouldn't be a foreigner to this one. I mean, he's played this himself a lot of times before. He's gonna check out what units are gonna pop from the factory, and he will see the Widow Mines. Might even let one go off here. I guess he was trying to bait the shot into the popping medevac, but that didn't work out. Hellion is gonna find the probe here and will not get the kill though. Oh, will he? He's gonna block it for now. Yeah, Clem a little bit too fast there. Overestimating the probe's power. And, well, all that was seen was the Twilight so far. Which is, of course, researching Blink still. And there it is. Wow, interference matrix here on that Raven. A Raven opening. Let's see what Bunny's gonna do with this. First we have to see how these Widow Mines do perform. The Hellion is gonna come back. It's gonna shoot another probe here potentially. Yeah, he will get that one. So he gets 2 probes with those Hellions. Yeah, Clem is in position. I don't think he's gonna lose much here. Bunny immediately turning around. Bunny actually in a very big supply block here, finally finishing up the depot. Now Phoenix coming in. Is he gonna see the Raven? I think he's hiding the Raven. He does have the research going on, but the Raven is actually in that corner. Will it be found? Did this finish the research? And Clem didn't see exactly if he did, so maybe he's like, oh, he's faking Pluk. Right? So we're gonna get that robo facility here. And the double forge. Oh, this is interesting. A double forge. And Clem wants to really power here. And on he wants to be extremely strong on 4 to 5 bases. And he's gonna forego some early game defenses. But Bunny doesn't have a 3rd base. Like, he's gonna go for a 2-base timing push, it seems like. He has no 3rd command center on the way. Which should be like, usually you want to throw that down as soon as the Protoss 3rd base is about to finish up. So now we'll see that push out here happening. And he needs to be a little bit careful, of course. He doesn't want to get any Marines shaved off. He's actually trying to intercept the Stokers with this Widow Mine drop, which is kind of funny to see. And this could be actually working out here. He's gonna burrow those on the ramp. The Stokers seem to go in down that direction. They could get caught here. Hallucinated Phoenix is gonna find the medevac, but not the Widow Mines. So he will go there now with the Stokers, and yeah, he'll move down a different path here. Ooh, he's going to the ramp though. He could be still going into the trap. He does see the Raven now. And yeah, he will also see the Widow Mines. Oh my god, he doesn't react though, and he will lose 1 Stalker and almost the 2nd one. It does work out here, the random Widow Mines in the end. At least one did. And Bunny's gonna throw it down again. He's gonna see an exposed base. There's only 1 shield battery. There's not enough units here. Oh, there's the army. I was looking at this and Clem is just charging him. He's losing a lot of the Zealots to splash damage here. 3 auto turrets are gonna come down to tank some damage and evaporate the Zealot frontline. And man, this game is turning around on its head in an instant. He has 2 immortals here. He's trying to warp in more and more Zealots, but this is 8 gates. I guess he has enough gates. He just doesn't have the money right now. If there was 1 more warping round, if he would have delayed this push 1 time more, maybe he would have had enough stuff here to hold on. He's gonna finish up concussive shells here now, Bunny that is. He's gonna deny the warping with a pylon. And man, just like that, Bunny's gonna take the first map here in this best of 3 against Clem. That was a really good one. Very nice time to push there from Bunny. I feel though like Clem was overestimating his position and not really having a good read on the game. And that's kind of interesting because he's the Terran usually, right? So let's go into the 2nd map here. Titus Citadel is gonna be the one. Gonna get that pylon. inside the base, so it's not gonna create a wall at the Reaper entrance. And a lot of Terrans have been playing these 3 Reaper 2 Hellion openings. Which used to be a TVT opening, by the way. Now it's fully on in every matchup you can play this opening. We've seen at least in ZVZ, most in TVT, and from time to time in TVP. And what it does, it gives you very potent backstab afterwards. But first, a very nice pressure. So you need to be careful. But I'm not sure if Bunny's gonna go for that, of course. Here you see the probe harass at SCV. Alright, and then we're back. So probe harassing the SCVs here, trying to delay that command set, actually peaking up to about 500 minutes here, so it's a slight delay there on that one, but we'll be on location. The probe does get out, I think with like 1 HP or something, very low, 3 HP there. Nexus on the way, and of course all the other good things. This time we're gonna see an Adept, interestingly enough, so last time where he went for a Stalker instantly, he will be going into Adept first this game. Now Barney, is he gonna do that? Would might drop again? He has been sometimes falling into that trap of repetitiveness, and just doing the same thing over and over again. Is he gonna place that very nicely? Oh yes, place it very nicely inside, and then he moves it away a little bit again. Looks kind of cool there. Put it inside the thing. Let's have a look at the weapon. Get like cool stuff. There's a shade. No, it's not the shade, it's the Adept. Oh, the Marine will die. Oh, ooh. First one down. SCV's gonna go into the bunker. Hellion is gonna come down here. SCV and 2 more Marines. Can he snipe the SCV again? And he will indeed get the snipe. Second, yeah, Adept is gonna try to come in again here. The shade is also biological, that's kind of funny. Should have been astralic or whatever, I don't know. Ghostly. So Bunny is staying safe with him, he's repairing up that Hellion. And he's going into another Raven, but this time it seems to be without the Raven upgrade. So no interference matrix here. And the Hellion actually dies here, trying to be a little bit greedy. They're underestimating the force that Clem has already assembled. And the Adept does survive. The Hellion does go down. Clem is off to a good start here. He had a few things going his way already. He delayed the command center, he sniped an SCV, he did kill the Hellion. Well, we look at this. It's a perfect start so far. He will shade in and then run out. Kind of funny here. I don't think he has seen the Raven. The Raven is coming across the map right now. Should probably... he just flies into the Stalkers. That's very unfortunate. Probably want to drop an auto turret or something here. To just stay safe. Or, I guess maybe this was the right choice here. The Raven is gonna walk out for now. But one Stalker is on the chase. Let's see if we can catch him. Oh, Blink is done. Now you can definitely catch him. Nexus is ready. Sorry, is whooping in here. Ready on the spot. No charge following this up right now. There we go. I was wondering a little bit. The Raven is getting maybe home here. The Stalkers are not actively chasing this one right now. Oh my god. He's gonna see it though with the Prism and he will just drop out the Stalkers and just finish it off. Very unfortunate Raven, which actually did a very good job last game. So Let's see if Bunny can kind of compensate for that loss. Oh my god, man. That blink into the main. He's actually killing a lot of the bio units here. Did he lose a Stalker yet? I guess the answer now is yes. That was some very decent micro here. So one Adept, one Stalker did die. And he killed a bunch of stuff. 6 Marines in total here. Gonna maybe get combat shields. Yeah. Not enough Stalkers. Behind this we've got the Robo Facility, we've got the Robo Bay on the way, and 3 more gateways. So ramping up the production here is Clem, and of course with that Robo he goes into his beloved Colossi. The Colossi micro is actually insanely good. His like positioning and micro is very, very good on those. And it seems like he's just has found the correct way to prioritize Colossi micro over the other units and over the other stuff. Oh my god, that ragdoll. Oh, the Marine. He had to be with the team here. Yes, the SCVs. No Colossi out yet, so maybe he can actually make this happen. His base is operational though, so there's a lot of income right now here for Clem, and he has, I think, already 6 gates. Yeah, he should be fine. Yeah, he crushes the first tank immediately. The second tank also goes down very easily. The Warp Tourism stays alive, and now it's only Marines and a couple of Marauders and the SCVs here, but the Colossi is still there, and the SCVs are trying to... They're actually fighting the wrong targets here. They're working on the Stalkers while they should be blocking the Zealots actually from getting on top of the bio. He does get a deny on the Colossi, which has been produced, but can he kill the one with a Prism? I don't think. The answer is yes. A Widowmine shot would be great here, but not really on the probes. You want to have one on the Prism or on the Stalkers. Then we still have a big army here. 3 Medivacs are still alive. There's micro potential as well. But unless that Colossus dies somehow, there's no future in where Bunny can win this game, and well, it didn't die, so Bunny didn't win the game. Clem is gonna take the one, and we're gonna go into map number 3 here. Titus Citadel into 10,000 feet next. There's a lot of feet. There we are. We're looking at a 1-1 situation in the bottom right. It is Clem. In the top left it is Bunny. Both Team Falcons and Team Liquid here, playing against each other. And Bunny is gonna Macarax. I still want to use this term just to quickly explain. There was the GSL back in the day, of course, and I think the first couple seasons there was this guy called Maca Prime playing for Team Prime at that time. He was a Terran player, and he would just proxy his barracks outside his main base somewhere, very close to his main, so he would just float it in afterwards, and it would just make his opponent look for proxy racks all over the map. And the big thing is, he would sometimes mix this in with actual aggressive proxy locations, so you'd never know with this guy. Is he just doing one at home, or is he just doing one somewhere out on the map? Sometimes he would just do the ones out on the map like 3 games in a row, and then he would cheese in the 4th game, so you really never know. And Clem is already starting to look here around with a probe. He puts his 2nd probe, and this is a little bit too early for the Nexus, so yeah. He gets the cybernetic score first, he gets a Zealot even. He's taking this very seriously. And we see there's even a factory proxied, so this is kind of genius because you have to take this extremely seriously as Clem. He is scouting a lot on his kind of quadrant of the map. Like all the locations with the probes. There would be like a spot here for a barracks, for example, and here for a factory. Maybe you could hide those. Like over here. There are still areas which he did not see, but he loses the probe, by the way, and he sees the Reaper at home. So now he should know, and he's immediately going to go down here with his probe to take that Nexus. He will first, though, go into an Adept again. Man, this probe was actually just slacking. This guy would have been in time to make the Nexus. Now there's a Zealot here. The Zealot is being spotted by the Reaper, and the Reaper wants to kill that, if possible. He needs to be careful though, he has a second Reaper, but there's a Stalker with the Zealot. Can the Reaper get away? For now the answer is yes. He's gonna throw down a grenade, put the Zealot behind, and he will fall back. Oh, he actually cancelled his command center here on location, so he will be throwing down the command center in the top. That's 100 free minerals, and Clem must be happy about that. He doesn't even know that occurred, so... Bunny did deny even the information. And for all Clem knows, he's just expanding on the high ground anyways. He will not see this command center. He will not see the production. He will not see the starport here. And 3 Reaper, 2 Hellions, gonna kill that Zealot here on the map. He could potentially even kill those Stalkers if he wants to go for it. I actually want to see him trade. There's nothing, man. I'm not sure why he's going back. Like, literally, there's nothing. Now an Adept joins, the shield battery wasn't ready. He could have just killed the Stalkers. He's going all the way back. Why is he doing that? There was such a big opportunity. So big potential. I'm not sure what he's afraid of, but apparently he did not want to sacrifice those units, so he wasn't ready to trade, actually. This is more like a poke. But there was a lot of potential to just snowball the game, honestly, and get like tons and tons of economic damage. Now we do have 5 units standing here in the front. This is a slow weapon, by the way. Oh my god, this pylon is misplaced a tiny bit. And we have 3 Stalkers and Adept and a Sentry over here. So yeah, our units are ready. The Phoenix will see the command center, and he will be happy to see that this is actually a little bit more delayed than he thought it would be. So Clem must be feeling okay in his position, even though he had, of course, his main base also delayed. His Nexus natural base also delayed and stuff like that. Another gate here on the way, and we do see the interference matrix being researched. Does he even have a Raven? Oh, I guess he has one. Missed that guy. So he goes again into interference matrix. He actually lets this one finish as well. And he could do the same thing again. He will not see the Raven. The Raven did evacuate to this spot here. So he's kind of hiding the Raven. Now this time you might get unlucky. Oh my god, man, that Raven. Actually really cool. I really like that addition. I mean, it's not that tough to run away from a hallucinated Phoenix. If your opponent sends an hallucination, you know that there's no real ones, right? So one Reaper's gonna bait, and the rest wants to go in. It's gonna intercept one probe, but there's gonna be a quick warp in here to deny the Reapers and Hellions entry into that natural base. So he tries to go into the main base. Can he find a lot of damage here? Maybe. He has a lot of units, but that was a really good blink. In the end, 3 probes do go down. It's decent, not really the end of the world. And honestly, I feel like Bunny might have wanted to be a little bit... you know, wanted to get a little bit more with those guys, but he's gonna start his push now. Stim will not be done with this though, so it will be kind of an anti-timing. Oh, the Raven of course detects here. There's no medivac with this though, so the tank needs to be careful. Will Bunny siege here on this ramp? He will indeed. Gets a shot off, that's always worth it then. 2 medics coming in, 3 SCVs, so it's not an SCV pull, it's a repair pull. 3 you usually see for the repair, and then the bunkers and stuff. If he gets into the position. There's the Phoenix, gonna scout and tag that army. He does have the Raven, is he gonna throw down an... what the fuck was that? That missed. That was a missed spell. He's gonna disable the Colossus now, though, but he loses one of the disables there, very unfortunately. If he can snipe that sentry, would be amazing. or get the pylon. He will set up a few bunkers first, and he will repair his tank first. The Raven is out of energy now, and he does not have another interference matrix. Setting up another bunker, that's gonna get destroyed immediately, but that soaked up a couple charges. So already pretty good position here. More and more reinforcements streaming in there. Another couple medevacs, so that's gonna be a lot of healing power. 2 Colossi did make it out, but that's gonna be it. 2 Colossi and thermal lance, as the Robo was destroyed. Gonna lose that pylon here. It's gonna unpower another gate. 2 more gates on the way, but Clem is struggling to reinforce this army, and he will try to intercept some units here. We'll get all of them. 1 Marauder does survive there. Didn't get found. But that means that reinforcements have to gather at home now. But 3 bunkers, a depot, 3 Marauders to just put pressure on the 3rd base here. Just make more bunkers, man. If one dies, you can jump into another. Yeah, he's actually gonna do that. He will make 1 more here. Just a little bit closer. Are those guys all here? But yeah, they are. Some Stokers are greeting this Bioforce now, and Clem's gonna recall to this Nexus. I don't think you can kill the Nexus before the recall happens. And Bunny tries to say, alright, if you recall everything from the natural, maybe I can just go into the natural. He just makes 2 more bunkers here. Bunny is just gonna make more bunkers. I really love this bunker pushing this forward. He has a lot of units coming in for the reinforce right now, but they're not here yet. The tanks need to target anything but the Zealots. A nice disable there again on that Colossi, and 1 Colossi was shooting on an empty bunker. Now, still 3 bunkers are standing. He's evacuating the bunkers for now, and he is resaturating them as soon as he starts to push back the Protoss army again. And his reinforcements were just in time. If you could get a couple more SCVs down here. Oh my god, he still has an SCV inside that medevac, so he can actually drop that SCV out and start to repair these bunkers. He might lose the position though, I'm not sure. The last bunker here is gonna be evacuated. The Widow Mine is gonna help these Marines survive for now. There's another Widow Mine that could get a good hit on the Sentry and the Stalker. That's pretty decent here to say. You're gonna be happy. He also killed that 3rd base. And if he can kind of kill these Colossi, that's all you need to do, because then it's all bio against, like, he doesn't care about the Stokers, man. He just brushes through the Stokers. They don't have huge DPS. He still gets the Colossi with the Vikings, and there's no Robo. It was never remade. He can land the Vikings now. You should know that. He has so many medevacs though. 6 medevacs is a lot of healing power here. He still has that Raven. He can throw down an anti-armor missile. He can throw down a turret. You can throw down a disable, and we see Sentryman happening here right now. 6 sentries already at this point, because there's so much excess gas. He never got the, I don't think he has the Templar Archive, so yeah, no Templar Archives means no Archons. That might be a big blunder here for Clem. It might actually cost him the game, because you're not gonna win a war with sentries. I can tell you that much. He's whopping in 3 more sentries. Yeah, he's like, man, F, print FF. He has so much gas, because he lost the Robo so early, he cannot make any more Colossi. And he never remade the Robo, he never got into the Templar Archive, so he cannot spend his gas onto Archons, for example. Now he gets the Templar Archives up. Can he get it up and running? If he can have that happen, I mean, he's still 500 gas to 0 minerals was there for a moment. Now he has an army consistent of 10 sentries and 8 Stalkers. And he has no Zealots. His army actually has no DPS. There's a little bit bursty with the Stalkers, 10 Stalkers, yeah, that's fine. But there's no actual DPS there, there's no high damage value units like Zealots. Let's get us Widow Mine there, but he will lose a couple gates. And that's very important production here. You will see that army rallying, but this could be a sandwich. You need to be careful as Clem is losing a Stalker already. He cannot afford any unit loss here right now. He does have the first 2 High Templar ready, but there's no Storm in sight, so he needs to actually make an Archon, honestly. He might just want a feedback first. Maybe he wants to gamble and try to buy enough time with force fields here. He's trying to decimate the army, but Bunny is gonna drop on top of everything. Can he get it done though? No Storm is ready yet, so High Templars have to morph into an Archon. That's a lot of HP though coming in. The Widow Mine still has not the shot ready up, and the Sentry needs to be focused down because there's gonna be Zealots now coming in, and that's a lot of extra armor they have from that Sentry Guardian Shield. It almost swinged into the favor of Clem here, who is constantly pushing out more probes here, trying to get that third base saturated up. It's actually already up. He kind of needs to stop saturating that. They have been so long on 2 bases, but yeah, like stuff has already been mining out here, and well, Clem is looking to kind of stabilize here, but maybe he's a little bit too aggressive with his army. He does see the tail end of those units there. I think he has Storm at this point. There is a High Templar and he is gonna storm this army, but there's gonna be the wraparound happening right now. There's a lot of Marauders and this Zealots only went into the natural base, so there's nothing to tank for those Marauders here. And the Stokers completely get wrecked from that bonus damage. Now, this is a high DPS, like high bursty army here. Again, Marauder, heavy Marauder, 2 Marines only, 1 Widow Mine. If he can get a connection on the Widow Mine, he's not gonna get it. He could potentially kill the base here. And we do have a High Templar, a couple of Archons. Look at that army, man. That's when you know you had way too much gas for a long time. If you just make 2 Archons because you need units. This already has Liberators. This army is looking more and more fierce. He's going into a 4th base behind this, and I think we already have the first few ghosts here, so once the Archons are actually not that great. He did EMP that Templar, so in the end another Storm denied here. And Archon is trying to move in. It's gonna die first though, and Bunny is just gonna win the game. It's gonna take the series. Yeah, 3. It's best of 3 in a 2-to-1 fashion. Very well done by him.